What's up, guys? It's Red K from MINNI MOPPed Gaming, and we got ourselves a MKX trailer packed full of new details to talk about. So we're just going to jump right into it. From the beginning shot, we see NetherRealm Studios. They're based in Illinois, and if you look like down to the bottom right hand, there's a guy kind of clutching a sword. It's not Sub-Zero or Scorpion. I don't really know who it is. Maybe one of you guys that are more entrenched in MK lore can let me know, because that could be a tease for a new character right there. So we didn't get a new character reveal per se, but we did get some hints of who could be in the game and the tiniest of story tidbits we got. But before we get into that, they showed off the Towers classic from Mortal Kombat. We've got Novice, Warrior, Champion, Test Your Luck, Test Your Mic, Endless Tower, and Survivor. And that's just the classic tower section. I'm pretty sure there's going to be other towers that they haven't even shown off yet. The guys over at NetherRealm also showed off that much very similar to their last game, Injustice, and even to Killer Instinct, and even a good comparison to Destiny. They're going to have daily challenges and daily towers that you can do, which will gain you more XP for your specific faction, and that's where the big news actually comes in at. So what they're saying is they're trying to create a persistent world, similar to like a Destiny, ever changing, ever evolving, basically. And what you do when you go online, you're going to pick a faction. Now they got 5 different factions to choose from, which in my opinion gives a little bit of detail about the story of MKX, and also some characters that we can hope to be revealed later on. But first, the factions that you have to choose from are the Lin Kuei, which is Sub-Zero's clan, the Black Dragon, headed up by Kano, the White Lotus, which is headed by Kung Lao and Raiden, Special Forces, which is Sonya, Jax, and Cassie Cage, of course. Of course, Sonya and Jax not announced for this game yet, but I'd find it very funny if they were in the story somewhere. And then you have the Brotherhood of the Shadow, which is headed by the Sorcerer Quan Chi, and I'm guessing also everyone's favorite Spectre, Scorpion. So according to Ed Boon and the guys over at NetherRealm, everything that you do either in the single player or the multiplayer, whether it be completing challenges, doing fatalities, and of course, you know, beating down the other members of the other factions online, of course. All this will earn your faction points, and they didn't make it super clear, but it seems like every week there's going to be a war. So these 5 factions are going to be warring all the time, and every week there'll be a winner of the war, depending on if your faction got the most points for that week, whether it be by doing online stuff, single player story. I believe they said even practice mode gauge you points towards your faction. Personally, I am excited to see NetherRealm taking this route with the multiplayer. I mean, they're making this fighting game become not just a fighter, but more like, I mean, all fighters is the same if you're playing single player or multiplayer. You know, you got a person, you're fighting them, you versus him, whoever wins, wins. But with this new concept of faction, they're making the MKX almost Destiny-like. And I mean that in a good way. Meaning that you'll probably end up caring about your factions because you can move up in a rank in your faction and get special faction fatalities or faction points and goodies and stuff like that. And how awesome would it be to be part of the Lin Kuei faction, or say like the Special Forces faction, and you go to tournaments and you play with your people that's in your faction? That would be awesome. So another piece of information they gave us is that inside the factions, they'll have like special matches for your faction. You could be invaded by, say, the Outworld, the NetherRealms, or the Chaos Realm, which got me thinking. We've already got characters from the NetherRealm, Earth Realm, but I don't believe they've announced any characters from the Chaos Realm. And even though the multiplayer is just a meta game to earn you points and, you know, get you locked into playing online, I know a very important part that NetherRealm's trying to do is to make their games last longer. I mean, MK9 was a great game, but it kind of fell off towards the end. Same with Injustice, even though a lot of people are still playing Injustice, me and myself included. If they're making this meta game an extension of the actual game that's going on in single player, that means we probably going to have some Chaos Realm characters. The big one that comes to mind is Havoc. He's one of the big baddies for Mortal Kombat Deception and Armageddon, but he's not really good or bad. He just likes to cause chaos. He's like Loki. He's the god of chaos. Which brings me to my next story point. And another character we could see. We've already got Raiden, god of lightning. We got the sun god. If Havoc comes in, we have the god of chaos. So they might as well put the wind god in there too. That's right, Fujin. Most known for his work on the N64, Mortal Kombat 4, and Mortal Kombat Armageddon. And best of all, he's a good guy. And last time I checked for MK9, a lot of the good guys are dead. And of course, that can start the subplot line of New Sabat, aka the first Sub-Zero. He's evil. And bring in who I think will be the big baddie of MKX, Shinnok. But that's just my opinion. Back to the trailer. At the end of the game, we get yet another teaser for Goro, who apparently still lives and you get him as a free downloadable character if you pre-order the game. We get that little bit of info, not to mention there's 2 other special editions of the game with 2 different special edition Scorpion statues, one of which you get the special Scorpion statue skin in the game if you order that one. But that's not all you can spend your money on. We got word of microtransactions being in MKX. NetherRealm Studios would not say at what capacity, if it was like a play to win situation, but most of the time when we hear microtransactions, it's not really a good thing. When pressed on the topic, higher ups at NetherRealm Studios had no comment at this time, but here's hoping that these microtransactions don't actually have a play to win system in the case. Hopefully it could just be like for some like extra skins, like nothing that's actually like another power up or something like that. I know MK9 had the crypt that you would get points for, and maybe this would be a way to unlock things inside the crypt if there's like a crypt section to the game instead of going through the rigmarole of actually earning the points itself. But besides that, I am super excited about MKX. I think everybody here at Wally Mopped is, and until they give us another trailer, this is what we got so far. So what do you think? Are you digging the factions? What faction will you be? What character that's been revealed yet is your favorite, and which one yet to be revealed do you think is coming up? Put it in the comment section below. Make sure to like this video and subscribe if you're not part of the Wally Mopped Nation yet. Until next time, this is Red K with the Mini Mop saying be good, practice. If you can't be good, man, don't get caught.
Because video games.
Best kept secret.